During the launch, the prominent lawyer announced that in addition to the financial assistance he renders to the public, his law firm will for the next 5 years sponsor 2 young lawyers who wish to open a law firm outside the capital but are financially challenged.
And I found myself wondering.
The law firm has established a foundation from which it will source funds to help the vulnerable members of the communities in honor of South Africa's former Deputy Chief Justice, Dikgang Moseneke.
We had a very haphazard way of contributing to social projects and assisting people. Sometimes it's my own money, sometimes it's the law firm, but we assist communities all over Namibia particularly over the last 5 years. Because of that, we realized that we should formalize the way we assist society. It was particularly because of that we realized that in addition to what we generate and set aside to assist people, we must establish a foundation so that we can also be supported by other people that can assist to make a small and modest positive change to few people.
Moseneke, who attended the book launch, says socio-economic justice can only be achieved by what he called democratic accountability.
A good government must ward off harm. It must take all means to foster economic activity that accrue to the benefit of all. It must create inclusive growth and well-being. Just as important is that all public power must be derived from and exerted in accordance with the law. You don't wake up one morning and decide that this is the power I have. Where the law does not grant a power expressly or implicitly, that power does not exist and may not be exercised. And we know on our continent the opposite happens very often. It is self-evident that countries that observe the core tenets of democratic practice and remain by and large accountable to its electorates and inhabitants tend to have continuous and inclusive development and growth. Where misgovernance is tolerated and allowed to continue, where socio-economic development, I'm afraid, also stumbles. And I'm afraid poverty also abounds.
Namandje's fourth rendition encapsulates the ethical conduct required by lawyers to lead trust between lawyers and their clients in respect of confidential information disclosed during consultations. Daniel Nadungyen, BC News, Windhoek.